Tony Blair Fast Facts. Here's a look at the life of former British Prime Minister Tony Blair. Personal birth date: May 6, 1953. Birthplace: Edinburgh, Scotland. Birth name: Anthony Charles Lynton Blair. Father: Leo Charles Blair, a lawyer. Mother: Hazel, Corscadden, Blair. Marriage: Cherie, Booth, Blair, 1980. Present children: Leo, Kathryn, Nicholas and Euan. Education: St. John's College, Oxford, B.A., 1975. Religion: Roman Catholic. Other facts: although born in Scotland, Blair spent most of his childhood in Durham, England. His son, Leo, was the first baby born to a serving prime minister in 150 years. In his youth, acted in plays and sang in a rock band. Blair moved the Labour Party to a more centrist position by reducing influence of trade unions and dropping the party's goal of collective ownership. The Labour Party's first prime minister to serve 2 successive terms. Read The Clear Lesson of Iraq War Timeline 1976 to 1983. After finishing his law studies at Oxford, practices as a barrister in London. 1982. Loses an attempt to win a seat in Parliament for the district of Beaconsfield. 1983. Wins a seat in Parliament for Sedgefield, near Durham. 1984 to 1988. Frontbench spokesman for Labour Party. 1988. Is promoted to the Shadow Cabinet as Shadow Secretary of Energy. The Shadow Party is the main opposition party that monitors and polices the official cabinet. 1992. Is appointed Shadow Home Secretary. July 21, 1994. Becomes the youngest leader of the Labour Party after previous leader John Smith dies of a heart attack. May 1997. Blair leads the Labour Party to win 419 seats in the House of Commons and its first electoral victory since 1979. Blair becomes Prime Minister, succeeding John Major. June 7, 2001. Re-elected. October 19, 2003. Blair is hospitalized after suffering irregular heart rhythms. May 5, 2005. Re-elected to a third term. December 14, 2006. Blair becomes the first serving prime minister questioned as part of a criminal inquiry. Police speak with Blair regarding a cash for honours inquiry, in which political parties are accused of loans from donors in return for political appointments. Blair is questioned as a witness. May 3, 2007. Blair's Labour Party suffers losses in local elections in England, as well as national elections in Scotland and Wales. May 10, 2007. Blair announces he will tender his resignation to the Queen on June 27, 2007. June 24, 2007. Blair hands over leadership of the Labour Party to Gordon Brown during a conference of party members. Brown will become Prime Minister when Blair tenders his resignation to the Queen. June 27, 2007. Tenders his resignation to Queen Elizabeth. Hours later, Blair is appointed by the Quartet, the United States, Russia, the European Union and the United Nations, as Special Envoy to the Middle East. His job will require he mobilize international assistance to the Palestinians, help gain support in addressing the Palestinians' governance needs, create plans to help Palestinians develop economically, and work with other countries as appropriate in support of the agreed Quartet objectives. 2008. Establishes the Africa Governance Initiative. March 7, 2008. Yale University announces that Blair has been named the Howland Distinguished Fellow for the 2008 to 2009 school year. He will participate in seminars and on-campus activities throughout the year. May 30, 2008. Blair launches the Tony Blair Faith Foundation. Its goal is to encourage interfaith initiatives to tackle global poverty and to improve understanding of the great religions through education at every level. January 13, 2009. Is awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by U.S. President George W. Bush. February 2009. Opens an economic and political consulting firm called Tony Blair Associates, TBA. January 29, 2010. Blair is questioned by Britain's Iraq inquiry about decisions he made leading up to the U.S.-led invasion of Iraq. Blair defends his decision to support the war. September 1, 2010. Publishes his memoir, A Journey. January 21, 2011. Blair testifies before the Iraq inquiry for a second time to clear up inconsistencies in his previous testimony. May 27, 2015. Writes to UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon to say he will be stepping down from his post with the Quartet. October 25, 2015. On CNN's Fareed Zakaria GPS, Blair says he's sorry for mistakes made in the US-led invasion of Iraq in 2003, but he doesn't regret bringing down dictator Saddam Hussein. July 6, 2016, the results of the UK's inquiry into the invasion of Iraq are released. The report finds that the war was based on flawed intelligence and was launched before diplomatic options were exhausted. Chairman John Chilcot says Blair was warned of the risks of regional instability and the rise of terrorism before the invasion of Iraq, but pressed on regardless. Click subscribe to receive the latest news.